Cumhuriyeti Büyükelçisi Sayın Dilşat Şenol, Azerbaycan Büyükelçisi Sayın Hazar Farhalo, değerli basın mensupları, kıymetli misafirler, hepiniz hoş geldiniz.
Excellency Ambassador İhsan Mustafa Yurdakul, Excellency Minister Madam Shiri Mizari, Excellency Ambassador of Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus Dilshad Şenol, Excellency Ambassador Republic of Azerbaijan Hazar Farhadov, distinguished press members and dear guests, I extend a warm welcome to all of you with immense exultation.
Kıymetli misafirlerimiz, Türkiye Cumhuriyeti, İslamabad Büyükelçiliği ve Pak-Turk Maarif Uluslararası Okulları olarak Birinci Dünya Savaşı'nın en çetin çatışmalarının yaşandığı Çanakkale Savaşı'nda canlarını bayrak inmesin, ezan susmasın diye feda eden Çanakkale şehitlerini anmak ve İstiklal Marşımızın kabul edilişinin 101. yıl dönümünde bağımsızlığın kıymetini bir kez daha idrak edebilmek üzere toplanmış bulunmaktayız.
Respected guests, it is a matter of great honor for Pak-Turk Maarif International Schools and Colleges and Turkish Embassy in Islamabad to welcome you to our program that is prepared to commemorate the Çanakkale Martyrs who sacrificed their lives in the Çanakkale War, the battle which was the worst conflict of the First World War. For the purposes of the flag would not descend and the azan wouldn't be silent. This year marks the 101st anniversary of the adoption of the Turkish national anthem, which remarks the value of independence and sacrifices of our ancestors.
Değerli konuklarımız, programımıza Yüce Allah'ın adını anarak, kelamların en güzeli olan Kur'an-ı Kerim ile başlıyoruz. Öğrencilerimizden Huriye'yi kürsüye davet ediyorum.
Dear guests, we commence the event with the name of Allah Almighty, the most benevolent, the most merciful. I call upon Huriya to recite a few verses of Holy Quran.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم تبارك الذي بيده الملك وهو على كل شيء قدير الذي خلق الموت والحياة ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا وهو العزيز الغفور الذي خلق 7 سماوات طباقا ما ترى في خلق غفور ثم ارجع البصر كرتين ينقلب إليك البصر خاسئا وهو خسير صدق الله العظيم.
Milli Marş, bir ülke halkının umutlarının ve özlemlerinin bestelenmiş halidir. İki milletin ebedi dostluk ve kardeşliğine ithafen sizleri Pakistan Milli Marşı'nı ve İstiklal Marşımızı okumaya davet ediyorum.
Respected guests, National Anthem is the epitome of the hopes and aspirations of a people of a country. We honor the national anthems of Pakistan and Turkey as a tribute to the eternal friendship and brotherhood of these two nations. Please rise in honor of national anthems.
Osmanlı Devleti köy köy, şehir şehir kan kaybedip delik deşik olurken umutsuzluğun kol gezdiği imparatorluğun kalbi payitahtta bir çocuk doğdu. Mehmet Akif. Zaman zor, imtihan çetindi. Dünya gözünü Osmanlı Devleti'ne dikmiş, kendi payına düşeni beklemekteydi. Mehmet Akif, işte bu zamanda Kur'an-ı Kerim'de güzel sözün benzetildiği muhteşem bir ağaç gibi fikirleri ve umuduyla yayılmaktaydı. Tarihin acı günlerinde Türk milletinin asırlardan beri istiklalini korumuş olarak yaşadığını ve esarete asla tahammül edemeyeceğini haykırdı. Mehmet Akif Ersoy, İstiklal Marşı'nı yazdıktan sonra kendisine verilen şiir ödülünü kabul etmeyerek Allah bir daha böyle bir acı yaşatıp böyle bir marş yazdırmasın diye dua etti.
During the collapse of the Ottoman Empire, when the rival forces had casted their eyes hungrily, Mehmet Akif Ersoy, a fervent patriot, made invaluable contributions to the struggle for the independence and the declaration of the Turkish Republic, and advocated patriotism through speeches and poetry. He invited the people to use their faith and guns to fight. Furthermore, Mehmet Akif Ersoy earned himself significant place in the history of the Republic of Turkey as the composer of the lyrics of the Turkish national anthem. He was the one who refused the financial award with the prayers that made Turkish nation never ever witness the same intensity of agony ever.
Sizleri okulumuz öğrenci ve öğretmenlerinin hazırlamış olduğu İstiklal Marşı videosunu izlemeye davet ediyorum.
Now, I would like to invite you to watch the video of Turkish anthem that is prepared by the students and teacher of Pak-Turk Maarif International Schools and Colleges.
Yıl 1921. Anadolu yangın yerine dönmüş. Yurdun dört bir yanı işgale uğramıştı. Ezelden beridir hür yaşayan Türk ulusuna zincir vurmak isteyenler garbın afakını çelik zırhlı duvarlarla sarmış, genç, yaşlı, kadın, masum demeden acımasızca saldırıyorlardı. Akif'in tabiriyle medeniyet denilen bu tek dişi kalmış canavarın hesaba katmadığı bir şey vardı. Türk ulusunun imanı. Siper etmişti göğsünü Çanakkale'de, Yemen'de, Kuttul Amare'de. Bir kez daha ediyordu şimdi bütün Anadolu'da ve 1000 kez daha siper etmeye hazırdı. Anadolu halkı bu hayasızca akınlar karşısında şehit kanlarıyla sulanarak alınan cennet vatanını çiğnetmemeye kararlıydı. 5 Şubat 1921 yılında Çanakkale şehitlerinin Safahat'in şairi Akif'in kapısını çalan dönemin Maarif Bakanı Subhi Bey, Akif'e milli mücadelenin ruhunu yansıtacak ve yaşananları mısralara dökecek bir marşın gerekli olduğundan bahsetti. Akif'in Taceddin dergahındaki evinde kahraman ordumuza ithafen kalem aldığı satırlar şöyle başlıyordu.
Korkma, sönmez bu şafaklarda.
Yüzen al sancağı, sönmeden yurdumun üstünde.
Tutan en son ocak.
O benim,
Milletimin yıldızı diyor, parlayacak.
O benimdir, o benim milletimin ayağı.
çatma, kurban olayım.
Cehrine ey nasi hilal.
Kahraman ırkıma bir gül.
Ne bu şiddet, bu celal.
Sana olmaz dökülen kanlarımız sonra helal.
Hakkıdır.
Hak eden milletimin istiklal.
Bu şiirde savaş, medeniyet, inanç, maneviyat, gelecek, özgürlük, esaret, kahramanlık ve umut vardı. Söyleyenin, okuyanın ve dinleyenin yüreğine kazınan mısralar, Türk halkının geçmişle olan bağlarını gelecek nesillere aktaracak olan en büyük miraslarımızdan biri olarak nakşedildi. Tarihin karanlık sayfalarında bir ışık gibi.
Değerli konuklar, ülke direktörümüz Sayın Harun Küçükaladağlı'yı konuşmalarını yapmak üzere kürsüye davet ediyorum.
Precious guests, Mr. Harun, who is the country director of Pak-Turk Maarif International Schools and Colleges, is kindly invited to share a few words with us.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Esselamu Aleyküm ve Rahmetullah. I am very much delighted to see and welcome you all to 107th anniversary of the Çanakkale victory and commemoration of the Martyrs and 101st anniversary of the acceptance of the national anthem. I would like to pay special regards to Her Excellency Madam Shirin Mezari, Federal Minister of Human Rights, His Excellency İhsan Mustafa Yurdakul, Ambassador of Turkey, His Excellency Hazar Ferhadov, Ambassador of Azerbaijan, Her Excellency Dilshad Şenol, Ambassador of Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus, and all distinguished guests, students, and parents. Welcome you all. Today is 18 March. We are commemorating the Çanakkale victory anniversary and with pride and heroic epic of the Turkish people, written with the spirit of unity and solidarity and their love for the nation and for the country. The Çanakkale Peninsula was one of the most important fronts of the World War I. About 100 years ago, on this front, hundreds of thousands of our soldiers sacrificed their lives for the sake of their sacred values, their motherland, and honor. Today, on this occasion, our students will perform with poems and a theater play, Çanakkale Türküsü, to pay tribute to all our martyrs and heroes. The Çanakkale victory, which is one of the milestones of our history, revealed the spirit of the essential for our struggle for independence. The spirit of Çanakkale heralds that our nation's belief devoutness, determinations, knows that no limits for the sake of its independence, it will achieve victory in unity under all circumstances. We will always protect our glorious history written with dignity and honor, and we will entrust the legacy bestowed to us by our martyrs, who are the symbol of heroism and sacrifice, to the new generations, who will preserve this legacy, their homeland, and unity forever. As we commemorate hundreds of thousands of martyrs lying in Çanakkale, we would like to reiterate that we can only pay our debt of gratitude to our martyrs by constantly upholding our homeland, flag, and the traits that brought our nation's victory. With these thoughts, I commemorate the anniversary Çanakkale victory and remember with mercy and gratitude all our martyrs, heroes, first and foremost Gazi Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, our founding leader, on the occasion of 18 March. May Allah bless on their souls and may they rest in peace. Esselamu Aleyküm.
Sayın Ülke Direktörümüze konuşmalarından dolayı teşekkür ederiz. Değerli konuklarımız, şimdi konuşmalarını yapmak üzere Büyükelçimiz Sayın İhsan Mustafa Yurdakulu kürsüye davet ediyorum. Arz ederim.
Eminent ladies and gentlemen, I now request His Excellency the Ambassador Mr. İhsan Mustafa Yurdakul to grace the stage and fare us with a few words.
Honorable Minister Shirin Mazari, Ambassador of Azerbaijan, Hazar Bey, Ambassador of Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus, Dilşat Hanım, members and my co-workers in the embassy, dear staff of Pak-Turk Maarif College, ladies and gentlemen, dear students, Assalamu alaikum. 18 March and this specific occasion brings about many important events, many important characters, and of course intensive and submersive thoughts to one's mind. First of all, it is about Çanakkale. For some people, for some countries, it is just a small campaign of the First World War. Gallipoli campaign, as widely known. For us, it was very different, and it will always remain very distinctive and different from that perception. For us, Gelibolu, Çanakkale War, was the start of something. It was the very huge and very solid statement that Turkish nation, when it is necessary, can put and can undertake the ultimate sacrifice, which is shedding their blood for the well-being and preservation of the motherland. Yes, we proved that, but we proved that at the expense of hundreds of thousands of martyrs in that one simple campaign. That's why we will remain always indebted to them. That's why we will never forget their memory, their legacy, and we will always see 18 March 1915 as the start of something new, as a new beginning from the roots of the Ottoman Empire, which is now we call the Republic of Turkey. Çanakkale War was a beginning of some very important character as well. This land battles It was the showcase of Mustafa Kemal, who was a young general at that time, and who proved to be a military genius, which made life so unbearable to the Allied forces, which at the end of the day, after a very bloodthirsty campaign, they had to withdraw, and they need to postpone their dreams to reach out to Istanbul, and they just left our homeland. There was another particularity with regard to Çanakkale, Pakistan, Muslims of subcontinent, and Turkey and the Ottoman Empire, of course. And it was the Çanakkale War, and then, it carried on. It was the first step of a great friendship and an unassailable bond between the Muslims of the subcontinent, later on Pakistan, of course, and the Turkish people. We still cherish those days where Çanakkale was in the songs, in the poems of Muslims all over the world, especially in this particular geography. I will just, if I can find with my old eyes, the sayings of the verses of, I guess you know who, Allame Muhammed Iqbal, who had thrown out one of the best pieces about Çanakkale and what Çanakkale means for Muslims and for human beings. So I quote, "You approached me from the world garden like a fragrance. Tell me, what did you bring me? Only one thing I brought you, which is blessed with takbirs, a bottle of blood with no equal to it. It is his dignity. It is his conscience. Here, it is the blood of the martyr of Çanakkale." And I unquote. These are one of the best verses that you can ever find, describing what our nation went through during these wars and the period afterwards. Çanakkale, thus, after so many sacrifices, is now being commemorated throughout Turkey as the Day of Martyrs, which in our culture, both in Pakistan and in Turkey, is of great importance, and the memory and the legacy of which should always remain and be always remembered. So I would like to once again thank you all, especially Madam Minister, Minister Mazari, for being with us in this very important occasion. I also thank my fellow ambassadors, Azerbaijani brother and Turkish Cypriot sister ambassadors, for being with us. And of course, the most pleasant thing is being in Pakistan and commemorating this event, which by far one of those very few nations which would feel deep in their hearts when we talk about martyrs, when we talk about Çanakkale, when we talk about our national anthem, which, by the way, if you go through, the lines of it, you will see so much similarities between the Pakistani national anthem and the Turkish national anthem, because it is, while Pakistani national anthem speaks about Pak Serzamin, our national anthem also talks about Vatan and all those sacrifices and all those dreams that our martyrs, our co-founders, our founders went through for bringing up today's Republic of Turkey. So, not taking much of your time, I would also like to pay my respect and duas and prayers for all the commanders of the Çanakkale War and then the ensuing War of Independence, starting with, of course, Gazi Mustafa Kemal Atatürk and his comrades in arms. And I would like to salute you with the best salute of ever you can heard of. Esselamu Aleyküm.
Sayın Büyükelçimize konuşmalarından dolayı teşekkür ederiz.
Thank you for sharing your valuable words, sir.
Federal İnsan Hakları Bakanı Sayın Doktor Şirin Mazari hanımefendiyi aramızda görmekten kıvanç duyuyoruz. Kendilerini konuşmalarını yapmak üzere kürsüye davet ediyorum.
We are delighted to welcome Excellency Madam Dr. Shirin Mazari, the Federal Minister for Human Rights. I would like to invite honorable guests to grace the stage with her presence.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Excellency Ambassador Ehsan Mustafa Yurtagul, ambassadors of Azerbaijan, and one of my favorite places, the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus, where I had the honor to meet Mr. Denktash many years ago. And ladies and gentlemen, students at the back, it is indeed an honor to be asked to participate in this very momentous occasion to salute the martyrs of the Çanakkale victory, and also what history has taught us, that unless a nation respects and salutes its martyrs and the sacrifices made by earlier generations, that nation will really not understand its own history, nor will it be able to move forward. So it's extremely important, and this is one of the things that I admire most about the Turkish nation, that they always respect and salute their history and their martyrs. And that is the pride that has made modern Turkey an independent and vibrant nation today. Of course, March 18th, this is the 107th anniversary of the Çanakkale victory, what in Western history is known as the Gallipoli campaigns. And in 1915, during the First World War. And of course, this is the time when the British, French, and the Russians were defeated by the Turkish nation and its soldiers. And it was not just a land campaign, there was a big naval battle as well. And I just want to point out, I was talking to His Excellency earlier, that this is where Winston Churchill was serving and he suffered defeat. And this was not his only defeat. When he was posted in what was then the frontier region of what is now Pakistan, he suffered a defeat at the hands of the Pashtuns there as well. So the British great leader Winston Churchill was not particularly a good soldier, and his war record is not particularly good either. So this Battle of Çanakkale is not just as a land battle, but a big naval battle. And of course, what the Allies wanted to do was to march into Istanbul, to have a victory, and then sort of break up the whole Ottoman Empire. And the man who really led the Turkish into victory at this war was Lieutenant Colonel Mustafa Kemal, who of course later became the founder of the Turkish nation. At that time, I think he was the commander of the 19th Division. And under his command, the Ottoman forces went on and defeated the Anzus and the colonial soldiers as well. And from this victory, really, the country waged that was the beginning of, I think, the Turkish War of Independence that really began. And in 1923, the new Turkish Republic was founded. And of course, the foundation was laid by Kemal Atatürk. And the way he forged forward the path of modern Turkey is absolutely amazing and admirable. And how he grabbed victory from the jaws of defeat and defeating not just one nation, but the powerful allies. And he basically prevented the division of Turkey, which could have happened with the collapse of the Ottoman Empire. And then, of course, we know that in October 1923, is it 23? Yes, 1923, that the Grand National Assembly declared Turkey a republic, and Kemal Atatürk became its first president, and the rest, as they say, is modern history for all of us. So certainly this day today, the Martyrs' Day and the victory of Çanakkale, is the beginning of the victory that the Turkish nation saw and which eventually led Kemal Atatürk to found modern Turkey. And of course, the relationship between the Muslims of the subcontinent and Turkey, as the ambassador pointed out, was started way before the creation of Pakistan. And I'm not sure, but I believe that one of the, when the Muslims of India sent money to the Turkish nation to fight the Allies, one of the foundations of Ish Bank, I believe, were done with the resources that came from the Muslims of the subcontinent through the Khilafat movement, as they called it. So there is a long bond, a historic bond between the peoples of Pakistan, what is now Pakistan, then the Muslims of India, and the Turkish nation. And I think it's one of those countries where when we as Pakistanis go, we feel that love and that friendship, which we really don't feel in many other countries of the world today. So once again, thank you very much for inviting me to be part of this very special occasion. And yes, we salute martyrs who lead their nations to victory. And I really, really appreciate that you made me a part of this commemoration today. Thank you once again.
Thank you very much, Excellency Madam Dr. Mizari. I would like to invite the Ambassador, Mr. Ihsan Mustafa Yurdakul, to present the gift to Madam Dr. Mizari.
Çanakkale, birbirine kenetlenmiş yüreklerin zaferidir. Çanakkale, silahla iman gücünün çarpışmasıdır. Bu çarpışmada imanlı yürekler galip gelmiştir. Milletimiz, Çanakkale zaferi ile dini, vatanı, namusu söz konusu olduğunda nasıl bir destan yazılacağını tüm dünyaya göstermiştir. Okulumuz öğrencilerimizi Bir Yolcuya adlı şiiri okumak üzere sahneye davet ediyorum.
Çanakkale is the victory of hearts that strike all together and are intertwined. Çanakkale is the clash of the power of faith with gun. The hearts with faith prevailed this battle. With Çanakkale victory, the Turkish people showed the world how to write a legend when it comes into religion, homeland, and honor. Now, I would like to invite the students of Pak-Turk Maarif International Schools and Colleges to recite the poems named as Bir Yolcuya.
Oh
Dur yolcu, bilmeden gelip bastığın bu toprak bir devrin battığı yerdir. Eğil de kulak ver, bu sessiz yığın bir vatan kalbinin attığı yerdir.
Bu ıssız, gölgesiz yolun sonunda gördüğün bu tomsek Anadolu'nda, İstiklal uğrunda, namus yolunda can veren Mehmet'in yattığı yerdir.
Bu tümsek koparken büyük zelzele, son vatan parçası geçerken ehli, Mehmet'in düşmanı boğduğu sele, mübarek kanını kattığı yerdir.
Düşün ki haşrolan kan kemik etin, yaptığı bu tümsek amansız çetin, bir harbın sonunda bütün milletin hürriyet zevkini tattığı yerdir.
Pakistan ve Türkiye, aynı asırda ortaya koydukları dillere destan bağımsızlık mücadelesiyle kader ortağı olmuş iki dost ülke. Mehmet Akif ve Muhammed İkbal ise ayrı coğrafyalarda aynı kaynaktan beslenerek halklara umudu, istiklal aşkını aşılayan iki büyük fikir işçisi.
Pakistan and Turkey became two friendly countries with the fate of the languages. They revealed epic struggles for independence in the same century. Muhammad Iqbal and Mehmet Akif Ersoy are prominent figures from the history of Pakistan and Turkey. Through their writings and poems, encouraged their compatriots to participate in their national liberation struggles.
Çanakkale Savaşı devam ederken Lahor'da başka bir heyecan vardır. Bu heyecan birazdan kürsüye gelecek adamdır. Muhammed İkbal kürsüye gelir. Gözleri dolu doludur. Birkaç gün önce gördüğü rüyanın mahcubiyeti içerisindedir. Mikrofona yaklaşır ve halka hitaben tarihe damga vuracak o şiirini okur ve der ki:
While the Dardanelles War is going on, there's another excitement in Lahore. This excitement is the man who will come to the stage soon. Muhammad Iqbal enters with tears in his eyes. He is in the embarrassment of the dream he saw a few days ago. He approaches to the mic and reads his poem that will mark history, addressing the people, and says,
पैगंबर गरामी हज़रत मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम गुफ्तन मिसल इतरी इस बाग़ दुनिया बेमन नज़दीक शुदी बिगोचे हदिये यावरदी गुफ्तम ऐ रसूल अल्लाह दर दुनिया आसाइश नीस उमीदम रह बे तमाम आरज़ू हायम असदस दादयम दर बाग़ सरवत हज़ारान गुल दर बाग़ सरवत हज़ारान गुल रुज़ो लाले वजूद दारत अमा नारंगो नाबू हमा बी वफा हस्तन फ़कत यक चीज़ आवरदम फ़कत यक चीज़ आवरदम पुरस तकबीर शुद बतरिये खूनी के बिह नज़ीर शराफत बंदाने विवजदान است این جخون شهید چناکله است این جخون شهید چناکله است
Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "You approached me like a scent from the garden of the world. You approached me like a scent from the garden of the world. Tell me what kind of gift have you brought?" I said, "O Muhammad, peace be upon him, there is no comfort in the world. I have lost my hope on all my longings. There are thousands of roses and tulips in the garden of wealth, but neither color nor smell. they all are disloyal. I brought only one thing that was filled with takbirs, a bottle of blood that is unique, honorable and conscientious. Here, this is the blood of Martyrs of Çanakkale.
Dur yolcu, bilmeden gelip bastığın bu toprak bir devrin battığı yerdir. Eğil de kulak ver, bu sessiz yığın bir vatan kalbinin attığı yerdir.
Stop, passenger. This place where you came and walked without knowing is the place where an era has sunk. Bend down and listen. This silent heap is the place where the heart of homeland beats.
Bir destan ki yaşanmadan anlaşılmaz. Ama yine de yiğitlerimizin ve şehitlerimizin hatırına sizlere o günlere dair birkaç sahne göstermek istiyoruz. Şimdi de okulumuz öğrencilerimizi Çanakkale Geçilmez adlı tiyatro oyunumuzu sergilemek üzere sahneye davet ediyorum.
The epic that it cannot be understood until it is lived, but still, for the sake of our valiants and martyrs, we would like to show you a few scenes from those days. Now, I would like to call the students of Pak-Turk Maarif International Schools and Colleges upon to the stage to perform the theater play Çanakkale Impassable.
Bir yiğit gurbete gitse, gör başına neler gelir.
1915, Anatolia. There is not anything on the feet. Anything. There is not any wheat in the store. Any flour in the mill. Tripoli, Balkan defeats. There is not any light in the eyes, not any hope in the hearts. Nothing is there. No wedding, no gathering. There is not a single home that does not taste the separation on its behalf. Not a single home. Not a single home. June, grape compote in the morning, nothing at lunch, oily wheat soup at the dinner. 26 June, nothing in the morning, nothing at lunch, grape compote at the dinner. 18th July. Grape compote in the morning. Nothing at lunch. Nothing at the dinner. 8th August. Just half bread in the morning. Nothing at lunch. And grape compote without sugar at the dinner. And a note was written at the bottom of the list. From 21st July onwards, there is no more bread, as the floor finished at all. The floor finished at all. Then the name Mehmet was added to beginning of their names. Mehmet Emin, Mehmet Zia, Mehmet Bayram. All became the same as the sky was turning to the red of the fire. Mehmet Emin wanted to say a lot to his mom, his beloved. I wish my mom known about my new name, so that she would stroke my hair and whisper to my ears softly, "Oh my valiant, oh my dear Mehmet." The fires were burning in the mountains one by one, and the stars were so bright, so spacious, that the men in the army suit believed in old and comfortable days, not knowing how or when they would come. He looked like a blonde wolf, and his blue eyes were blazing. He walked till the beginning of the cliff, bent down and stopped. Anafartalar is hell. The Anafartalar is resisting. There is the man in Anafartalar, the man with the hawk's eye and a steel stance. He is the Lieutenant Colonel Mustafa Kemal. While his bones are being filled with the blood of freedom, the fire of freedom ignites within his heart, and Mustafa Kemal gives his order. I do not order you to fight, but to die. Anafartalar is attacking the enemies. How powerful Anafartalar is. The 57th Regiment is attacking like an eagle. Hopes do not fit in the positions. Such a hope that is freedom. A hope that works the world. The 57th Regiment is testing their unity with crazy clashes at Anafartalar. While the earths cover them as shroud, the martyrs are being washed by the cold water of the sea. When they die, the prayers of those who think feeling cold as haram makes the mountains tremble. The sons had never wanted to be able to speak so much. After being shot from the immaculate forehead, they are lying on the ground. The earth is screaming. The earth is screaming that how can I carry the weight of so many martyrs? Ya Rab, Ya Rab, for the sake of the crescent, where the suns are setting. O soldier who fell to the ground for this land, if ancestors kiss their pure forehead descending from the sky, it works, it works. A giant ship that breaks through the water. This is the ocean. It is as if he is steering the darkness with his own hands. If he passes the Dardanelles, the children of the scattered empire will die. A man with blood in his eyes is watching the ocean. He is the sage corporal. If he doesn't make his move now, the one that is sunk will be hope, freedom. Come on, the voice says inside. You can lift the 2,276 kilogram cannonball. The Martyrs gives hand to sage corporal. The ocean is being shot from his body, while the cannonball is screaming for the freedom. The ocean is mourning as he is submerged. The sun is shining. The sun is shining on the sage corporal's forehead. Ibrahim's, Mustafa's Amins fell to the ground, being as Mehmet, for their love of homeland, the love of flag, the love of freedom. The youth fell to the ground, being as Mehmet. The news fell into the hearts. Nevertheless, the mothers had never cried. They had just shed tears as much into themselves as Zubayde Hanım. Çanakkale is the name of the geography, where there are so many deaths, where the blood flows faster than the water of the sea. The geography where those who cannot find the bread feel full by feeding themselves with their hopes. Çanakkale is an epic written with the blood of those who went away from their mothers, their wives, and their children, to lose their lives for the homeland. It is the will of the country. Çanakkale is the land that turns green with the blood of those who prayed for the last dawn. Çanakkale is the mourning of the mothers whom sacrificed their kids for the homeland and wait for meeting with them in another world. The youths, the soldiers from Bursa, Kastamonu, Izmir, Diyarbakir, Adana. It is a victory ridden by hundreds of thousands, shoulder to shoulder. Çanakkale is not an end. It is a beginning, a heritage, a future. A beginning, a heritage, a future. Stop, passenger. This place where you came and walked without knowing is the place where an era has sunk. Bend down and listen. This silent heap is the place where the heart of the homeland beats. Where the heart of the homeland beats. Dalgalan sende şafaklar gibi, ey nazlı hilal. Olsun artık dökülen kanlarımın hepsi helal. Ebediyen sana yok irkima, yok izmihlal. Hakkıdır hür yaşamış bayramın hürriyet. Hakkıdır hakka tapan milletimin istiklal. Thank you.
Ey şerefin, büyüklüğün fermanı. Ey kavgalar tarihinin destanı. Sensiz tütmez yurdun hiçbir ocağı. Ölüm niçin sevilmesin? Cennet gibi vatan için. Can ne ki verilmesin? Cennet gibi vatan için. Okulumuz öğrencilerinden oluşan koromuz Çanakkale destanını en içten duygularla anlatan Çanakkale türküsü ve Eledim Eledim türkülerini seslendireceklerdir.
I would like to invite the school chorus to the stage to sing the Turkish folk songs named as Çanakkale Türküsü and Eldim Eldim, which narrate the Çanakkale victory by reflecting the most sincere emotions.
Çanakkale içinde aynalı çarşı. Ana ben gidiyorum düşmana karşı. Of gençliğim eyvah. Ana ben gidiyorum düşmana karşı. Of gençliğim eyvah. Çanakkale içinde bir uzun selvi. Çanakkale içinde bir uzun selvi. Kimimiz nişanlı, kimimiz evli. Of gençliğim eyvah. Kimimiz nişanlı, kimimiz evli. Of gençliğim eyvah. Çanakkale içinde bir dolu testi. Çanakkale içinde bir dolu testi. Analar babalar ümidi kesti. Of gençliğim eyvah.
Vatan toprağı için, ay yıldızlı bayrak için, millet için, istiklalimiz, hürriyetimiz için, bizim için hayatlarının baharında bir gül bahçesine girer gibi kara toprağa giren aziz şehitlerimiz. Ruhunuz şad olsun. Sizleri saygıyla anıyoruz.
For the homeland, for the flag with the crescent and star, for the nation, for our independence and freedom, for us, our beloved martyrs who entered the black soil like entering the rose garden. In their early ages, may Allah bless your souls. We remember you with respect.
Programımız burada sona ermiştir. Değerli katılımlarınız için teşekkür ederiz.
Our program has ended. Thank you for your valuable participation.
You should be.
Founded in 2016, Turkish Maarif Foundation has taken its place within the world of international education. As a non-profit organization, Turkish Maarif Foundation is authorized to open educational institutions abroad on behalf of the Republic of Turkey, along with the Turkish Ministry of National Education. Turkish Maarif Foundation carries out activities in many countries at all levels of education, from preschool to higher and vocational education, and it offers an accommodation services. With the vision of becoming a pioneering educational institution by training virtuous people who contribute to the peace of world, Turkish Maarif Foundation offers an education that combines the wisdom of Anatolia with the common heritage of humanity. With the slogan, "Valuing Education," we give hand to everyone without distinction. Because we know that everything begins with reading, because we know that education goes beyond all boundaries, all colors and all distances, because we are aware of our role and responsibilities in this world, for a future with greater hopes, for the peace and serenity, for the solidarity and understanding, for the salvation of the humanity. Valuing education.
Two nations, one future. This is the vision of our Pak-Turk Maarif schools. To make this vision into reality, we're educating 13,000 students in 27 campuses across Pakistan. We have purpose-built campuses with hostel facility, multimedia classrooms, libraries and well-equipped labs, online education through recorded lessons and live sessions, qualified and well-experienced faculty, foreign languages courses. We engage students in healthy competitions and provide them with a platform to explore their talents, provide scholarships, financial support and chance to study in well-renowned Turkish universities. school offers standard level of education from preschool to high school, providing options between Cambridge and SSSC and HSSC systems. For more information, visit our website or any nearby campus. Log on to www.pak-turkmaarif.edu.pk.